kind of got mad cow disease there.
Yeah, caught fire.
Yeah, he caught fire.
Yeah, he caught fire. Must have burnt the wires out. I wanted him on the flames enough to cook his tail and then get off, but he got stuck.
You were fairly unlucky, though, because Raizer Blade was all burnt out down one side.
Yes.
You know? They could only go around in circles, but you were just totally dead, so...
Yeah. We lifted dead metal, though. We got dead metal up on the upper one wheel.
Yeah, it's a small consolation.
It is.
What are your plans now? Are you going to build a bigger robot, a better robot?
Bigger, powerful, yeah. More power. We'll be back next year.
Well, we'll see you next year. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Terror Bull. Cheers, guys. Raizer Blade.
We were lucky.
You were very lucky, really, very lucky.
We received a lot of damage in the last round, and we're actually using dead metal speed controllers, so we've got a problem there somewhere.
Do you think you can repair it in time?
Hopefully. I think it's going to get fairly well battered next round anyway, but...
Because I was going to say, you feel as though you're lucky, but you're not so lucky, really, because, you know, you're up against Hypno-disc in the next round.
We're actually wondering if we should lose automatically.
Hey, look, fingers crossed, lads. Good luck. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Raizer Blade. Well done, lads.
Did you throw that fight?
No.
Are you sure?
I'm sure. We just did exactly what the name says.
Exactly.
We got cooked.
You did?
Yeah.
But you put up a good fight.
Oh, we did.
Certainly did, but out they go, Terrible, which leaves the heat final. Raizer Blade up against the red-hot favourites, the number 2 seeds. Can they beat the unbeatable Hypno-disc? They've already met, of course, on their way to this heat final. In the first battle, they made mincemeat together of the Predator. And Raizer Blade also had a couple of very good attacks on Hypno-disc. A little bit unfortunate, he didn't sustain too much damage, the Predator did. They were in pieces by the end, so were VMAX, as Hypno-disc smashed its way through, creating mayhem to the heat final. Meanwhile, the Raizer Blade, having survived against Predator, then saw Terrible linger too long on the flames, became immobilised and roasted. Raizer Blade through, but at what cost, Jules?
We're in the test pit for the first time. Raizer Blade, what's going on?
Having a lot of problems with speed controllers. Basically a speed controller on each wheel, and we keep losing one side for some reason. We've changed the speed controllers twice now, and we're actually using, as I said before, dead metal speed controllers.
Yeah.
But we just it'll work for a while, and then all of a sudden one side just cuts out.
Is that damage you suffered from Hypno-disc originally? You pulled it together
not totally
Terrible.
sure. Yeah, not totally sure.
So now you're back against Hypno-disc again?
I know. Well, hopefully we can get it running for that, but at the moment it'll only go round and round the circle, which isn't much of a battle.
That's all Hypno-disc does, though, isn't it?
Yes.
Anyway, I'll leave you to it. Time is of the essence. I haven't seen the inside of Hypno-disc before.
It's not too special. It's batteries and motors, really.
It's not really, is it? But we know that it does some serious damage, and you've got your opponents absolutely terrified. They just put on a very brave face for the camera, but I know that they're pooing their pants.
That's what we like to hear. A bit of fear.
Yeah.
That's all. We only did half the job earlier on, so we're on to finish them off.
Yeah. Just promise me, don't go easy on them.
Well, the full Monty this time, though.
Yes. Come on, that's what we like to hear.
No holding back.
Let's see it. So how is she looking?
Basically, she's bleeding to death. The hydraulic system is leaking like a sieve. We haven't got a pump because the gaskets have all gone on that. We've got half a speed controller, so we're hoping to keep it running just long enough to run away. But I'll be very lucky if we survive this intact.
Or even get onto the arena floor.
Absolutely, yeah.
But the audience are cheering for you, and they want
we're hoping to give them a good
carnage.
show. We want to give them a good show, so we're here. If we get smashed to pieces, that's fine, but we'll give them a good show.
And so we're left with 2 robotic heavyweights. But only one robot can go through to the series semi-finals. It's seconds out. It's gloves off. It's the 3rd and final round.
From Banbury and seeded number 2, Hypno-disc.
It's David against Goliath. It's the Hypno-disc Rose Boys, the favourites.
From Cambridge, Raizer Blade.
The poor old Blade team, Paul, Steve, getting booed. The audience don't know what we know. It's bleeding to death.
3, 2, 1. Activate.
This is a little bit like putting the heavyweight boxing champion of the world in against my gran. It's Hypno-disc against Raizer Blade. Oh, the awful truth there, just pulling back to come forward. A nudge has already caused problems to the side panels of Raizer Blade. Aluminium and steel, but buckled already. Now a spinning Raizer Blade, though, causing problems of its own with that spike at the back. It has a little hydraulic lift at the front. That's it from us. It's almost the message. Well, we've done all we can. Now let's just retreat onto the arena flames. Raizer Blade has the steering problems, the pneumatic problems. It's now a question of how much damage Hypno-disc wants to cause, because you can see quite clearly it's all over for Raizer Blade. They know it. They're the Cambridge boys in the Raizer Blade team. HQ, look at this. The panel, the side panel completely ripped off. A clever attack by Dave Rose, the driver of the Hypno-disc team, because the innards are now exposed and they can go in and just really create as much metallic mayhem as they want to. The house robots can come out because Raizer Blade is immobilised. They are the rules. Kill a lot. Hypno-disc just playing with the shard, the remnants, a little relic of war, a trophy perhaps, leaving poor old Raizer Blade to the house robots like Kill a lot, the most awesome robot in the war, surely, with the huge jaws, the lungs, the heart of evil, drawing Raizer Blade across the arena floor with a gruesome inevitability. There's Sergeant Bash, waiting to see if they can also join in the rest of the house robots. A shame, really, that the heat final petered out so early because of the problems to Raizer Blade. But you can't take it away from Hypno-disc. It has caused so many problems, and it caused problems to Raizer Blade in the very, very first battle in this heat. And Hypno-disc looks on and conserves energy, and why not? Because Hypno-disc will be going through to the series semi-finals, and they're awaiting trembling robots. Hypno-disc is to be feared. It is destructive, it is demonic. Out go the brave Raizer Blade boys. A last tumble perhaps for them. A last bit of rumble from Hypno-disc. Perhaps setting them up for one last arena heave-ho! For the Raizer Blade, blunted by Hypno-disc and the house robots, and crumbled to dastardly defeat in this heat final. Little is left at the end. Much is left to talk about Hypno-disc and the Rose team.
Sheer destructive power and metal mayhem. Hypno-disc are through to the series semi-finals. What a shame, guys. You kind of, you lost your drive, you lost your power, didn't you?
Yes. Had to happen, didn't it?
Just couldn't keep going.
And then losing your power and being up against Hypno-disc. The gods were not smiling on you.
No. They were gentle with us.
Well, they did sort of like back off because, I mean, you know, you've got some expensive equipment in there and it wasn't worth wrecking it because you weren't going anywhere really, were you?
We wanted to make a show of it. We didn't want to just drop out, so, you know, make a bit of a show, but we didn't get through. Good luck to the lads, and how they go the way.
It's very gallant of you, lads, and you've done very, very well to get this far anyway, so we'll have you back, won't we?
Maybe.
Let's hear it for the Raizer Blade posse! Cheers, guys. The whole nation will be doing this tonight. This is your new kind of signal. It's brilliant.
Spin to win.
Spin to win.
Yeah.
Well, they didn't have a drive. It was quite easy for you, really.
Well, it was, yeah. They were good sportsmen actually going in there when they knew they were low on power and control. So, yeah, all credit to those.
And you were very generous. You still haven't got that killer instinct, have you?
Oh, no, well, we could have totally trashed them, but they got some expensive gear in there, and it wouldn't have been fair, so...
You're saving it all up for the series semi-finals, aren't you?
Well, we're going to get a disc spin in, and we'll see what we can do.
Yeah, but please, promise me this, you won't pull any punches in the series semi-finals.
No, we're going to go full 110%.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Hypno-disc! Well, you can hear the French screaming Zoot alors! It means they're blooming scary. on Robot Wars. Bye-bye.
BBC One has Limp Bizkit and U2 on Top of the Pops now. Then Tom Hanks and Kevin Bacon star as Apollo 13 goes for launch at 10 to 8. BBC Two's Earthbound for the next 90 minutes with Outdoors on Friday.